Welcome back to Financial Independence 101. This is Mike. Today I want to talk to you about an issue where the federal government is actually invading privacy through YouTube, and this is a situation where they are getting your information on videos that you viewed. It's far overreach by the federal government, and it's not good, but there's some good news in this story. So I'm going to get into talking about this. Get into what Google had to say when the government comes along asking for user information. I'll tell you exactly what information they're asking for on certain videos, but we'll get into talking about this, further implications, why it is massive overreach and should be shut down, and they should not be allowed to have this information. We should be allowed to have our privacy in the U.S. We'll talk about this and more coming up. We're going to get into looking at this article and discussing it, but basically it surrounds the FBI looking into a situation where there is some sort of laundering going on, cryptocurrencies in general, and I actually don't know the whole story about that. This story doesn't go into what exactly was going on. They just said something about a money laundering scheme or something, or showing people how to do it on there, and assuming that anybody that watched it was going to go out and do that, I guess. I don't know. But what I do know about this situation is it is overreach, especially for what's going on right here and taking away your privacy as American citizens, and it's unacceptable. This is the article. It's over on Engadget, and it was Forbes was the first one to kind of find this information, and then other places have kind of reprinted the article for the most part and rewritten it, or kind of just revealed the same information. But let's get into the details of this. So as you can see right here, federal authorities in the U.S. asked Google for the names, addresses, telephone numbers, and user activity of the accounts that watched a certain video on YouTube, or I guess more than one video, from January 1st and between January 1st and January 8th, 2023. So this was not even that long ago. And you got to think about what's going on here. This was a little over a year ago that people were watching a video, and now their rights are being violated because they're looking into them as if they're criminals just for watching a video. And we'll get into why that's really bad, because maybe you weren't watching that video. Maybe you didn't even watch that video. But according to Unsealed Government, also some of this stuff is covered. Ask for their IP addresses. So you don't even have to be logged in. You could watch it. They'll know the information, what device you watched it on. They'll know your IP address. They're going to know your internet service provider. They're going to know your MAC address for your device. This is not cool. It is not acceptable that they're doing this. Now, there's a couple of good things, but let me kind of go into why your privacy is being violated. Now, when you're watching YouTube, it automatically rolls you into another video. And if let's say you're researching the cryptocurrencies and you're thinking about buying it, and it accidentally rolls you into this video. You didn't pick this video. You didn't search this video. You didn't look for this type of activity, and you accidentally stumble across it. Now you are being treated as a criminal. They're looking into you as a criminal, and that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable at all. And so with that, you have an assumption of privacy, especially if you're not logged in, that you have privacy to view this. You're privately viewing it in your home, and you don't think that your information should be shared with anybody. That is an assumption you make. Now, I'm sure there's some sort of clause in there when you look at something on there, but if you're not even signed up and you're just watching it from afar, and they're getting all of your information that way, that's still unacceptable. Even if you're signed in, though, you still expect some level of privacy. That, hey, I just watched this video. That's it. Didn't even engage with it. Didn't even leave a comment. Didn't hit like. Nothing. And then now that almost scares people to like and engage. But it's no different in this situation. Also, a lot of people that click on a video and they're like, oh, I don't want to watch this video, and they click off. If they were in there for 20 seconds, they're still going to investigate you. And that kind of sucks too, because I know a lot of people don't watch the entire video. Most people only watch up to about 30% to 50% of most videos that they watch. Not everybody watches through the whole video of every video, but when it comes to something like this, they can go after you for watching 30 seconds of it. Now the question is, did Google give them the information though? Have they done it? And Google's response was unclear. They said that we do not always comply and that they take it very serious. They take user privacy very serious. Now, I do understand that Google plays both sides of this coin. On one hand, if this gets out, that they're giving away your information to the federal government, just handing it out willy-nilly, then they're going to lose a lot of viewers. And there's other platforms like Rumble and others that are trying to grow, and they want that YouTube share. They want to take share away from YouTube big time. But Google understands that, and also you have to understand that the service that Google and Facebook and all the social medias, you are the product when it comes to that. The product isn't so much the content creators like myself and others. The product is you, and they wrap you up in a bow and send you to all of these advertisers. Look what we have as people that watch these videos. This is the advertisement bundle campaign, and it's you. So they are harvesting your information, harvesting your data. They have all your information. They have all your data. They have all your viewer history. And so they've kind of constructed some sort of a profile on each one of you, each one of us, on me. They have profiles on me, and each of my channels have slightly different profiles, so I get slightly different recommendations and different commercials. So it's the way they do it. But you are the product, and with that, they do need to protect their product. Now, this is a political aspect. A lot of people say, well, Mike, why do you feel like we're losing our freedoms? That's one of them. That's one of the ways we lose our freedoms, when the government overreach like that, and there's nobody to stop that kind of overreach. Well, not right now. Not in the current climate that we're in right now. There is nobody stopping this overreach in our government. They're not really concerned about citizens. They're concerned about raising $26 million to continue this campaign. And the thing is, who do you think they're getting this $26 million from? This $500,000 to $25,000 event per seat is not the people, the regular citizens working 3 Uber jobs and Uber Eats and all of that kind of stuff, that these guys want to tax the snot out of you even more with the $600 1099K crap. But no, this is large corporations such as Google and billionaires are the ones that funded this $26 million, fund their campaigns, and of course they owe them. They owe them back. So when it comes to Google, Google does have a lot of power. And all that joke about the antitrust with what's going on with Apple and breaking them up, I really haven't dug too deep into that, but it's laughable. They're not doing it for American citizens at all. It's a front, it's a joke, it's a fallacy. But looking into it, who's funding these people? Who's funding this campaign? And who's protecting American citizens? And I'll say, the IRS even protects the government citizens from that destruction of America bill. At least they did it for the first year. The second year, they said we're going to put that destruction of America on hold till after the election. Then we'll let America get destroyed. Well, if things go right, we'll just repeal the destruction of America bill and America won't get destroyed. All right, so what can we do as citizens? Well, we have voting power. We can vote out these people in office that are promoting overreach, taking away our privacies, and zero concern for American citizens, and put somebody in there that's actually going to protect American citizens' privacy, rights, borders, finances, and the U.S. dollar, and keep it from crumbling. It's important. And people say that politics don't matter to finance. There's another reason right here. Politics matter to your personal freedoms. Politics matter to your freedoms, your finance, and you got to stand up for it. But let me know what you think about this story, and have you heard about this story or any other similar types of stories? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe. Financial Independence out.